ask you to think about what your medical preps are right now. I know there's a lot of talk about food preps and the food shortages that are coming and all this, and that's important to cover, but how are your medications? How are your over-the-counter painkillers, headache medications, allergy medications, stomach, pills, medications to help with stomach problems, cold and flu is a big one. And I've been stocking up on my medical preps over the last few months. And I just had a bout of acute bronchitis that I'm still getting over, but I went through a lot of decongestant in the last couple weeks. I guess it's been about 3 weeks. And I'm just thinking, if you have these things prepped away, but you've got multiple people in your group and multiple people get sick, you're going to exhaust your supply quickly. So you need to make sure you've got this stuff stocked up. And it's important to take if you get sick with something like that so it doesn't progress into something worse like pneumonia or whatever. It'll be important if there's no way to get medical treatment that you have some way to treat it and get over it quickly and not let it linger. So make sure you stock up on that stuff. I get most of my stuff from Amazon. It's cheap, the Amazon brand stuff. And I was using Amazon brand decongestant, and it actually works really well, liquid and the pill form. And it's pretty cheap, and you can put it on auto order, so you can just set it to auto order and forget about it, and they ship it out. And I think that's the best way. And you can find almost every over-the-counter medication you could possibly need, and I think that's the quickest and best way to find this stuff without having to go to the store and do all that. The other thing is, do you have a medical plan? If some sort of illness breaks out in your group, how do you plan to deal with that? You should be isolating the person, especially if they have some sort of viral infection, so that it doesn't spread through the group. So you should have, some sort of plan in place to have a room, some sort of isolation room where somebody who's sick can be put, until they get better, or at least until they're past the point of being contagious, and maybe only have one person that goes in there to bring them food or whatever else they need. And the person that goes in there should make sure that they limit contact, that they're wearing gloves, that they're wearing a mask, protecting themselves and making sure that it's not spreading through the group. Because I'm telling you, if you get the flu or bronchitis or something like that, viral pneumonia, and it spreads through your group, it's going to be a problem, especially if there's nowhere to get medical treatment, and especially if you have limited supplies of over-the-counter drugs. So it's just something to keep in mind. It's just as important as food and water to be healthy. Vitamins, vitamin C, vitamin D, all that stuff. But your over-the-counter medications, I think this is something that a lot of people understock or overlook. So keep that in mind. Hey everyone, it's John from the BehindTheLinePodcast.com. This week on Pacific Northwest Headline News, we're talking about the power station attacks in Pierce County, the 2 men arrested for that. We're talking about the hundreds of pre-filed bills for the 2023 Washington legislative session. Also, we're talking about the new laws that go into effect in Washington for 2023, the new COVID variant that's circling around, the teen from Port Orchard, Washington, who was charged with the rape and murder of a 6-year-old. We're talking about the Oregon homeless train station attacks. There's been 2 of them in just the last few days. The little girl pushed onto the tracks, and some dude that ate another guy's face off. Oregon Measure 114 has been completely blocked by a judge. We're talking about the San Bernardino County Sheriff calling for the judge to step down who released the three-strike felon who killed one of his deputies. We're talking about the grain shortage in California for livestock, threatening millions of chickens and hundreds of thousands of cattle. And we're talking about some new California laws that have gone into effect, abortion and those great things that California loves to have. And I'd love to talk about these things on this platform, but my stories keep getting blocked. I keep getting community violations. So if you'd like to hear these reports, come over to my website at behindthelinepodcast.com and you can hear the whole story without anything being blocked or filtered by any other platforms. Thanks for your support. I hope to see you over there.